bestie, and welcome to Wisdom Walk, my Proverbs journey. So, basically, I am diving into reading my Bible, which is something I'm not consistent with, and a lot of times I don't know where to start. So, I decided to start with the book of Proverbs. So, basically, I'm taking you on a journey with me. We're going to go chapter by chapter, and we're going to talk about it. And so, let's dive into chapter 1 of the book of Proverbs.
So, here we are going to do the book of Proverbs verses 1, and we're going to read the whole entire thing, or chapter 1, I'm sorry. And so if I stumble across words, forgive me. I am not perfect. I'm learning just like you guys are learning. So with chapter 1, verse 1, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, of sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. Verse 13, we shall find all precious substance. We shall find our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot amongst us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. Verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. In the last verse, 33, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall quiet from fear of evil. So there are some words that I kind of want to go through later on off of the video, but just to kind of gain a better understanding of what those mean, like this hearkeneth word. I'm not sure what that means, so I do want to go and check that out. But here is my notebook. I'm going to go ahead and close the Bible. And I just want to talk about what I took from this. And hopefully it'll help you. So here is my summary that I wrote down. I was writing kind of fast, But so the purpose of Proverbs verse 1 and 7 through 7. So King Solomon is sharing wise sayings to help people learn wisdom, to make good choices and understand right from wrong. Also, the key foundation, respect and honor for God, is the starting point of all wisdom. But people who ignore God's wisdom are being foolish. And then moving on, verses 8 through 19 is the warning against bad influence. So Solomon warns young people, like a parent to a child, to not follow bad friends or join people who try to trick, hurt, or take advantage of others. And then it talks about greed. Greed and violence may look tempting, but in the end, it only hurts the people doing it. And so sometimes you see people that seem to be living an amazing life that are out stealing people's identity, and they don't have to work for anything. And we're like, dang, I wish that I could live that life. I wish I could drive that car, have that house. You never know how they get it, So sometimes we have to stop looking at what other people have, because we just don't know how, what form, what it took for them to get what they have. And so we're going to go on to wisdom call, which is 20 to 33. Wisdom is described like a woman calling out in the streets, asking people to listen. She warns that if people ignore wisdom, one day they'll regret it when the trouble comes. So those who refuse to listen will face the consequences of their own choices, as you should. But those who do listen to the wisdom will live in safety without fear or disaster. And so the big takeaway that I got from Proverbs 1 is that the opening speech, true wisdom starts with honoring God. Don't fall for bad company or foolish shortcuts. Listen to wisdom now so you can live securely later. And it's always good to have wisdom, discernment. It's always good, if you don't understand something, to ask someone who has a better understanding. So this is what I took from Proverbs 1. I do have affirmations that I do want to share with you guys. And you can write these down and say them through today. But I have one for a financial affirmation. So money flows to me easily and consistently. I am a good steward of my blessings, and everything I need is already on its way. I have a peace affirmation. Peace is my portion. I release what I can't control and trust that God is handling everything on my behalf. I have one for understanding, the understanding affirmation. I seek understanding before reacting. God gives me wisdom, clarity, and discernment in every way. And I also have, I am like a tree planted by streams of water. I flourish in every season because my roots are grounded in God's word. I delight in God's truth daily. Whatever I do prospers, for my steps are guided by his purpose. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have more to come because we're going to do the entire book of Proverbs.
Thank you guys so much for walking with me through chapter 1 of Proverbs. Also, I would love for you guys to drop in the comments what parts stood out to you. And also, don't forget to hit the bell notification, like, and subscribe so we can talk about Proverbs chapter 2, which is going to be next. Until next time, besties, keep walking in wisdom. Bye.